Okay guys, this is a quick tutorial on making an animated GIF in Adobe Photoshop. Here we go. We're going to start with File, New, and I'd like you to change where it says inches over to pixels. And we're going to start with something pretty simple. Let's say 400 by 400. This is going to give you a nice small GIF image. You will know that you have made a mistake and left it as inches if this says 1% up here or 2%. If it says 100% and it looks like my screen, you're good to go. So we're going to make a really simple animated GIF, and it's going to just be 5 layers. What I'd like you to do is make a new layer on top of the background and go to your gradient tool. Now the gradient tool has some different options, and up at the top you can pick the second option, which is radial gradient. And then click on your color swatches right here where it goes from black to white. The lower little arrows or crayons are the colors. So we're going to go from, let's say, a light color, something like yellow, something nice and bright, to something a little bit darker. And if you just double click on those, you can choose your colors. There we go. So now we're going from yellow to red. You can reverse that, it doesn't really matter. You can move these crayons around to get whatever gradient you like. But for now, we're just going to stick with 2 colors. So there I go. I'm going from red to yellow. Click OK. On my first layer, what I want you to do is start right about in the center of your page and click and drag a tiny little dot. So that's going to give you a red dot on a yellow background. Make a new layer, and from the center again, make a longer line, which is a bigger dot. Let's go to the 3rd layer, longer again. Go to the 4th layer, we'll go right down into the corner, and 5th layer, we'll start in the center and go all the way so it's pretty much solid red. Perfect. That is all we need. We have our layers already numbered in order, and we're ready to animate this. At the top menu, go to Window, Workspace, Motion. The motion panel is going to open up at the bottom, and it's going to ask you if you want to create a video timeline, or you can use this drop down and create a frame animation. We want to create a frame animation and then click on that button. It's going to show the very first frame of your animation, and currently that frame is based on whatever you have turned on in the layers panel. So I'm going to turn off layer 5, 4, 3, and 2, and we'll start with just that little tiny dot. You'll see also it says 2 seconds or 0 seconds. We want to use the drop down list, and let's try, I guess 0.1 seconds will be fine. You can also use 0.2, and later on you can change this if you want to experiment a little bit. So we're now sitting at 0.1 seconds. We have our 1 frame layer 1 turned on. Along the motion panel at the bottom, make a new frame and turn on layer 2. Make a new frame and turn on layer 3. New frame, turn on layer 4, new frame, turn on layer 5. Now we're going to go right back down again. So new frame, turn off layer 5, new frame, off layer 4, new frame, off layer 3, and so on, new frame, off layer 2. And we end up at layer 1. Perfect. Down at the bottom of your motion panel, the other thing I want you to do is change it from once to forever. This will just make it so you don't have to keep hitting start and stop. And you can hit the play button. That's it. There is a very quick animated GIF. And it's just animating by layers turning on and off. When you're done this, save your file. Probably going to have to name it somewhere. This is going to be a PSD file. And so we're just going to call it test GIF 1. And then I would like you to file, save for web. So right now it's still a PSD file with all the layers intact that you can edit in Photoshop. But if you want to post it onto the web, you're going to have to save it as something else. So go to File, Save for Web. It's going to know you're going to try to make a GIF, and that's the first menu item anyways. You can reduce its size, and you can play around with GIF settings, and that's for another day. If you want to just test it out, you can hit the play button. Make sure that it's working the way you want it to, and when you're happy with it, you hit save. This now is going to save a GIF. And this is something that you'll be able to upload to put on a web page or to submit for class. So I'm going to put my name on it so I know who it's being submitted by. Try that again. And format, right now it says images only, and that's fine, and save. And that has now saved a GIF for us. Okay, that's it. When you're doing this first project, make sure that you go to my classroom and submit that GIF, and you can save the GIF file and send me the GIF file, not the PSD file. That's it for animated GIFs for now.